Greetings from the Fall River Public Library. My name is David Mello. I'm the supervisor of children's services here at the library. And it's that time of year, October, time for spooky stories here at the library. And I've got some of my favorite Halloween books to share with you. And I hope that after listening to them, some of my favorite Halloween stories might become some of your favorite Halloween stories. First of all, we are going to take a trip to the Halloween Hotel. Okay, so get ready, and here we go. Halloween Motel. I thought October 31st was going to be swell. We had a reservation at the Halloween Motel. We crossed a creaky wooden bridge that stretched across a swamp. The alligators looked at us and gave their jaws a chomp. Halloween Motel, oh my, a monstrous place to stay. Once you've seen it, you'll know why. You ought to stay away. The broken, buzzing neon sign had letters falling off. The fog was thick and cold and damp. It gave my dad a cough. The lobby had a spider web that stretched from wall to wall. I rang the bell, and Frankie Stein, the desk clerk, scared us all. "Checking in tonight," he said. "Why, room 13 is free." With a grin and a bloodshot eye, he grabbed a skeleton key. The pool had something swimming in it, really long and weird. A sign read, "Swim at your own risk." The lifeguard disappeared. The coffee shop had waitresses so pale it made me shiver. Scarier than that, though, was the nightly special, liver. "You look hungry, dear," they said. "Come here in for a bite. We'll be here until the dawn. Come visit us at night." Not a very welcoming-looking waitress. The snack machine had bottled Glime and barbecue bat wings, bloody flavored bubble gum, and bags of wiggly things, splattered insect lollipops and honey cockroach hearts, chocolate-covered eyeball bars, and rat-tail toaster tarts. Not my idea of snacks. Halloween Motel, oh no, they've got a vacancy. Heed my warning, don't you go. Oh, turn around and flee. The bed was kind of creepy, with a tombstone at the head. The phone looked like a skull and bone. I tried it. It was dead. The TV turned on by itself and showed a horror flick. The furniture had feet and claws that gave my mom a kick. Halloween Motel, look out. Beware of checking in. Oh, you'll scream without a doubt and jump out of your skin. The bellman brought our luggage up. His face was sort of hairy. His eyes were gooey yellow, and his breath was really scary. My dad tipped him a quarter, and he bared his teeth and growled. My mom gave him $1 more, and joyfully, he howled. Ow! Now let's see, my dad said as he studied the brochure. Trick-or-treating starts at dusk. Let's knock on every door. My dad dressed up as Elvis, my mom as a baboon, and I was Captain Muscle from that wrestling cartoon. A full moon rose behind us, and the motel seemed to glow. Time to trick-or-treat, said Mom. Come on, you two, let's go. Halloween motel, bizarre. The guests are awfully weird. Stay inside. There really are much worse than you had feared. Shrieking witches offered bubbling brew from room 11. Groaning mummies tossed up band-aids from room 27. Vampires in room 17 threw apples that were chewed. Room 10's ghostly lady only stared at us and booed. A stinky Bigfoot monster in room 8 gave me his soap. An evil scientist next door dropped in a microscope. The aliens in room 14 tossed out a globe and map. The zombies in room 6 just growled, "We're trying to take a nap." This is fun, said Mom. The costumes are really unique. Let's come back again next year and stay here for a whole week. Then Frankie Stein lurched up to us and said, "Aha, it's true. The guests have all complained about some weirdos, and they're you." Now wait a minute, said my dad. I don't know what you mean. You called the Halloween I'm going to have to take that page again. Then Frankie Stein lurched up at us and said, "Aha, it's true. The guests have all complained about some weirdos, and they're you." Now wait a minute, said my dad. I don't know what you mean. You're called the Halloween Motel, but don't like Halloween? Halloween Motel? Oh no! That's miles away from here. We're the Holiday Motel, said Frankie with a sneer. We ran as fast as we could run and jumped into our car. The monsters tried to chase us, but they didn't make it far. We reached the right motel that night, and though we had some fun, I still say Holiday Motel's the spooky, scary one. Holiday Motel, that's right. Oh, gotta do that one again. Holiday Motel, that night, it really was the worst. Stay there if you want a fright. October 31st. So if you're looking for a really creepy place to stay on Halloween, check into the Halloween, or actually Holiday Motel. Now our next story is actually kind of a silly story. It's based upon a book you might all know as Goodnight Moon, but this one has a little Halloween twist to it. It is called Goodnight Goon. In the cold gray tomb, there was a gravestone and a black lagoon and a picture of Martians taking over the moon. And there were 3 little mummies rubbing their tummies. and 2 hairy claws, and a set of jaws, and a loud screechy bat, and a black hat, and a skull, and a shoe, and a pot full of goo, and a hairy old werewolf who was hollering, "Boo!" Good night, tomb. Good night, goon. Good night, Martians taking over the moon. Good night, Bones and the Black Lagoon. Good night, mummies, and good night, tummies. Good night, claws, and good night, jaws. Good night, moans, and good night, groans. Good night, screechy bat, and good night, witch's hat. Good night, skull, and good night, shoe. Good night, creature, and good night, goo. And good night to the werewolf, hollering, "Boo!" Good night, you. Get under there. And good night, monsters everywhere. And we'll say good night to all those strange creatures. And that's Good Night Moon, a petrifying parody. We're going to do a song together right now. And I'm sure most of you out there know this song. It's about 5 little pumpkins. And let's make sure we have our 5 little pumpkins here, first of all. Let's count them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I think we can start. 5 little pumpkins sitting on a gate. The first one said, "Oh my, it's getting late." The second one said, "There are witches in the air." The third one said, "But we don't care." The fourth one said, "Let's run and run and run." The fifth one said, "I'm ready for some fun." Then, whoosh, went the wind, and out went the lights, and the 5 little pumpkins rolled out of sight. Our next story, we're going to take a walk together into the dark, dark woods. So try and stay together. Make sure you're dressed properly. And try not to wander in the dark, dark woods. Already, it looks kind of creepy. In a dark, dark wood, there was a dark, dark house. And in that dark, dark house, there was a dark, dark room. And in that dark, dark room, there was a dark, dark cupboard. And in that dark, dark cupboard, there was a dark, dark shelf. And on that dark, dark shelf, there was a dark, dark box. And in that dark, dark box, there was a ghost! And that's what's in the dark, dark wood. Now, Halloween is a time for ghosts and witches and goblins and monsters. And our next story is about a very gross, disgusting, despicable monster. He is the Icky, Sticky Monster. And this is his story. Icky, Sticky Monster is playing hide and seek. If you're feeling brave enough, you can take a peek. Icky Sticky Monster is being very naughty. That stinky little monster is hiding in the potty. Icky Sticky Monster has an itchy nose. He pokes his grubby finger in, and round it goes. Icky Sticky Monster pulls out some snotty goo. And because he's feeling very kind, he's giving some to you. Icky Sticky Monster has a rumbly, grumbly belly. He's looking for some lunch to eat, something nice and smelly. Icky Sticky Monster finds the perfect lunch, a trash can full of gloopy treats and moldy things to munch. And just look in there, I see some old dirty socks, I see fish bones, I see broken eggs. It's disgusting. Icky Sticky Monster sits down for a rest. He's feeling very thirsty, and he knows what he likes best. Icky Sticky Monster guzzles down a jug of stinky, wormy cabbage juice with extra added chunks of slug. That is gross. Icky Sticky Monster is sometimes very shy, but it's getting close to bedtime, so he'll have to say goodbye. Oh, what's that, Icky Sticky? Oh, he'd like to tell you this. Icky Sticky Monster is ready for a kiss. Anyone willing to kiss him goodnight? I'm not. And that's the Icky Sticky Monster. I would like to thank you for being such wonderful listeners. I hope you enjoyed our Halloween stories, and I hope you all have a very special, happy Halloween.